chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat. Chit chat with QT. What's up, cuties? Happy Sunday. Angela Richardson. Hey, Angela Richardson. Hey, cuties. Look, I know we just left each other, child, from that Let Loose lounge last night. OMG, I hate to keep saying this, but it was one for the books. Do you hear me? How long were we over there? 4 hours, 3.5. I'm getting there, Victoria. Thank you. I actually have a hottie toddy in front of me. I'm just going to sip, and then I'm taking my tail to bed. Thank you, T. Lee. Doris, you missed it, child. Ooh, child. That's all I got to say. Ooh, child. Baby, they were on one last night. Do you hear me? And we had a ball. So you guys know we do our Let Loose Lounge live watch party and recap. I try not to give too much because I know I want to give a recap on YouTube. Ooh, child, Chronicles of Kim K. Ignorant. You hear me? Ignorant. Oh, MG. But we had a ball. Neva P, what happened to you last night? I was waiting to click you on and you dropped down. But let me say some quick hellos. We're going to go ahead and do this live recap. I'm just going to start off with reading the title, the last part of my title, Depressing Ass, Debbie Downer Ass, Destiny Payton. No, ma'am. I'll get into it. But I'm going to say some quick hellos. Shout out to Teresa, Deborah Jackson, Philly Girl for Life, Edie B. Let's see here. My sis, Pink Table Topics in the building. Sis, are you going live Tuesday? Let us know, child. If you guys are not subscribed to Pink Table Topics, please make sure to do so. Sis, feel free to grab your link and put it in the chat. We are looking forward to hearing what you have to say off of your trip from the Bahamas, baby. I got to get back over there to that Instagram page. Y'all was clowning, okay? I loved it. Let's see here. T. Lee is here. Sister Mom Granny is here. Bobette, Girlfriend Chronicles, Linda Gamble, the Legend of the Mods, Reen Bass. Let's see. Patricia G, Aneva P, Kathy is here. Gia is here. T. Lee, I think I got you, but I'll say it again. We got Lady Sweetness in the building. Hey, girl. Hey. Hello. Doris is here. Butterfly Kisses, Victoria, Flojo, KB, Angela Richardson, Patricia J, Chronicles of Kim K. Just listening. I'm smiling so hard. Thank you guys so much. You guys know I love me some y'all. So thank you for joining me for this late live recap. Let's see. Couple more. Sweet Vern is here. Let's see. Okay, I think I may have T. Gordon is here. We did have a blast, as we always do. I'm gonna go ahead and put that banner up. If you sent me a cash app yesterday, it is scrolling right here at the bottom of this screen. Shout out to Angela C. Teresa. That's not the one. That's not the one. Hold on. Um, Cookie from the Shy, Teresa, Terry T Baby, Jenny B, Marshannon, Daughter of Israel, April, Reese's Pieces, and Bridget. Thank you guys again. OMG. And I had somebody to send me Crystal, let me click like. Crystal sent me a cash app today. She said, thank you for being you. And thank you, Crystal. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Okay, where was I? Uh, 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 um, Okay, your phone needed to be charged. No problem, no problem. Gwendolyn Love, Justin Monroe is here. Ebony Dancer, Ladell, Steph M. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Marshannon, Capricorn, J Nelly, Capricorn, excuse me. All of you guys. Uniboo, hello to you. Brittany Janae. Brittany Janae is here. And you guys know my sis child from the Shy stopped through last night in the Let Loose Lounge. None other than D Me. And baby, we had a ball. She's still shocked. Okay. She's like, woo, child. It was one for the books. One for the books. So if I missed you, my apologies. But hello to each and every one of you. I don't want to take up too much time because it is late. East Coast. Hey, God's grace. East Coast 9:09 p.m. Precisely is here. Thank you, Ebony. Is no other way to be. Before YouTube channel, before there was a name as far as Melometers, I've been rocking with Mel and will continue. I told you guys, Mel could get as messy as she want, be as shady as she want on this show, and all of that. It's well overdue. So yeah, that's not gonna change. Period. Period. But thank you for that. Thank you, sis. Oh no. Oh, sis, I'm sorry to hear that. And I know you was taking preventative measures, trying not to get sick, but it's going around. So I hope you feel better as well. We got to chat. You know, we be chatting throughout the week. But let's go ahead and get into this recap. I am going to go ahead and put up this um, copyright disclaimer because I will be sharing clips. If StreamYard would act right, I will be sharing clips from OMFG Reality TV over there on Instagram. And it is loud. Now, you guys can't see this, but my fair use picture is up on my phone, but it's not up on my screen. StreamYard, I pay too much for this, and I'm going to look into something else this week. But the videos that I'll be sharing is allowed under the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the 1976. Allowance is made for fair use, and fair use is this. I'm using it in good faith, child, for researching, teaching, commenting, all of the above. So I'm going to click this so it can go off on the phone, but it wasn't up on my damn desktop. And we're going to get right into it. We are still at this damn girl's trip, okay? Baby, we talked about this last night. Carlos, Kingdom Reign on whomever. They got bit of their money when it comes to this girls trip. Because you guys know the first half of the season, we watched the girls trip, and 3 episodes in, that's when the girls trip finally ended. Yes, Teresa, still. Do you hear me? And I'll say a couple things we'll watch and then I'll say some more. But in this, I love to hear a couple of the ladies, especially the 3 women from the core 6, Melody, Cherie, Kimmy, and Tisha, speaking on resolution, how they came to some agreements and they were in unison, all of the above. You guys will also see in this clip Kimmy talking about she don't do girls trips. Child. Why, Kimmy? Why? Speaking of Kimmy, shout out to Somali on Patreon. You guys will see some commentary tomorrow on an extended clip of Kimmy's discussion when it comes to Mel and the Millimeters. They cut that out. We didn't see that last night, but we're going to talk about it on Patreon tomorrow. But let's go ahead and take a look. And baby, when I tell you, Destiny Payton drained the hell out of me. I want you guys to see it first, and then we will discuss. So let me unmute. You guys take a look, take a listen, and click the like button for me. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for the super chats. Last night was everything, baby. Yes, ma'am. Kathy, I'll put your comment up after we watch this. But take a look, guys.
This is a trip with just the ladies, and I feel like we have been able to have fun, laugh, cut up, dance, discuss, resolve some things.
Yes.
But we about to go back home where the guys are. Well, some of y'all, not me, but you know what I'm saying. So I just hope that it continues to be a positive move forward.
This has had, I'm going to tell you, this is like the honest to God truth. I've never been on a girls trip.
Now I'm going to pause right there. I should have paused it a little sooner. But shout out to Melody Cherie. Shout out to Mel, because if anybody wanted to be a Debbie Downer, considering everything that she's gone through with damn near everybody, it would have been Mel. But what we saw from Mel is doing what she's always done. And that is being above all of that, trying to get over all of that. And I just really love what she had to say at the start of this video. We know she's experienced shit with damn near everybody there. But in spite of that, she said they had a good time. They was dancing and just kudos. Kudos, Melody. All right, let's continue. Here go Kimmy, child. Kimmy didn't want to leave Maurice at home alone. That's my thoughts. Let's look.
I don't do girls trips. And so even when you asked, I was like, I'm going to go because Melody asked me to go. But it's turned out to be wonderful. Really? It really, yeah, it absolutely has. I think it turned out great, and I think you did a good job.
Good job, Mel.
My first girls trip with women that, I've never met before. Seeing you guys resolve your conflicts, your issues, that's a beautiful thing. And I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Oh, yeah. Lauren. I was so happy to hear from Lauren. And even Lauren said that they, worked out issues and conflicts and came to some sort of resolve. But watch what's coming, child.
Thank you.
Look at her. Look at her. I'm going to go ahead and play it, because I'm so glad that Mel called her ass out on it. But look, Destiny, number one, shouldn't have come. And Destiny definitely could have and should have left with Stormy and Trish. But let's go ahead, child. Ooh.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Destiny, you disagree?
Nice, nasty. That's what I'm talking about with Mel. Call it out. Number one, she's a producer. But number two, yeah, everybody else at that table was clapping. Everybody else was grateful for a free trip and look at Debbie Downer. Look at Debbie Downer Destiny.
Oh, okay. Because you just sitting there like this. You didn't clap. You didn't say anything.
Well, I mean, I don't have to do everything everybody do.
I'm just saying.
I don't disagree that this has been a good trip and you've done a good job as a host, but it's like the Twilight Zone. Like, oh my God, you're amazing.
That's jealousy. See, that jealousy will seep out. So she didn't like that everybody was basically congratulating Mel on throwing a beautiful girls trip. She feels like people are phony. She feels like people are phony. Oh my goodness. Let's continue.
Everything you do is perfect. And like, can we just be ourselves? Can we be real? Can we sit in a moment and enjoy and everybody be on the same playing field?
Hell no, we can't be ourselves. Because yourself, Destiny, is doing exactly what you're doing. You're an energy zapper. You're an energy zapper. Now, a lot of us have been on girls' trips before, or just trips, period. That's one thing. I wouldn't care if it's a trip, a family reunion, a gathering. When you got an energy zapper such as Destiny, it is the worst. I've been through it. It is the worst. And you want people to come there and be stank and ignorant. Unbelievable. Let's continue.
I don't know. It's just too much ass kissing for me.
Ass kissing. Yes, Patricia Jolene, hating ass. Wise people kiss it. Y'all let me, because I'm stuttering over here now. Let me know if I'm wrong. I didn't see ass kissing. I saw people, number one, that was grateful that God woke them up on a beautiful island, in a beautiful home, beautiful view, beautiful food. And we all got issues, but anytime Mel can put some shit to the side, such as Destiny putting her kids on social media with the bird, she was able to get through all of that and still show grace. And you sitting here with your face looking like this. Look at her. Carlos, this why you brought her back. This why she gave once her and Mel's friendship broke down. And this is what she's given since. It is disgusting. And no woman, I don't care. There's not a woman out here other than a homegirl Dion that can put up with this. Stormy just doing it just because, sometimes the enemies link up. But it made me think about Belinda and all the girls that she was hanging with in Atlanta. Why aren't they hanging anymore? This why. This is why. Let me finish, child.
Today when I had to listen to my friends ask Sonny about having children with my ex.
Oh my God. Now here it is. Here it is. We are trying to end this trip on a positive note. You and Sonny talked about the shit yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. Moses was not your husband. We didn't see this when it comes to LeBaric. And a lot of people will always compare. You didn't give your ex-husband this much energy. But this is the finale. This is the finale. Everybody's sitting there and they all white. Everybody has put their differences to the side. We know Tisha and Mel have had their issues and all of that. Tisha said, great job, Mel. Kimmy said, oh my God, this turned out so nice. At the end, the last day there, she want to harp on some bullshit. Girl.
A woman, like, I think y'all would know that that's a hard conversation to have in front of someone. So that was a low.
Why come back on the show? Why come back on the show? Because again, they are married. Destiny knew that before she filmed a scene this season. And if you can't keep it a G, if you can't put on a front, I don't give a damn if you got to put on a front. Sonny would have never gotten all of that from me. Never. Not in her face. Now, if I was upset or whatever, I'm going to talk about that shit to my real homegirls. But I'm definitely going to get over the shit. But here she go. I cannot.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to, on behalf of the whole group, apologize because I don't think that's what any of us want to do.
Destiny, that was not no dig, I promise you.
But as a woman, like, you gotta think first. Like, as my friend,
as a married woman, again, I don't know if they did the do while they were Destiny was married to LeBaric, but what I do know is Moses came out here and said the girl was sending pictures of her child to him and sending pictures of LeBaric and all of that. Girl, what are you talking about? And Dion, the homegirl, whatever you are doing with Destiny, stop and send her on to somebody that can let her get some real healing. She's not healed. She's not healed. She is, and I hate to say this about especially Black women, she's an angry Black woman. And it spills over wherever she goes. Let's continue. Ooh, child.
All of us don't always think.
well, yes,
I
apologize.
I apologize.
I
We
receive
all
it.
have made mistakes. I don't like when everybody don't get along.
I
And I know we're
cannot.
not gonna always get along. The son is here. That don't mean I still love you.
Oh my
I
God.
think we were just all talking about children and kids, and it just naturally.
You see how everybody got to coddle her big grown ass? Mel started off, I'm going to apologize for everybody. Nell Fletcher got tears damn near in a lump in her throat, apologizing. Now Mel saying, well, we were just talking about, kid, you got to coddle this grown ass woman who wasn't married to this man and should have known what this was going to give. You decided to come back on this show. Because that would have been a hell no for me when it comes to Carlos asking me. Hey, Crystal, that would have been a hell to the no. And again, Destiny, you had I don't know if she's still selling it. This does not give Big D energy. First of all, you know, I don't want to be known as a woman with Big D energy. You ain't gave Big D energy at all. You gave shook. You gave hurt. You gave all of that to a woman, yes, that was cordial, associates, producer, or whatever, that's now married to your ex, and you gave hurt and bothered. Then to know that we heard that she gonna try to put them paws on Sonny. I can guarantee you guys now, she got active at that damn reunion. I can guarantee you. Ignorant, hurt, miserable. Let's continue this little scene, child.
Became a question, but the good thing is she apologized. I heard her say, I receive it. So, you know, that's another boundary we know about, which is great.
I think if people can start just acknowledging that certain people have been betrayed or, you know, certain things have happened, that you can really move past it. But if we keep saying in denial, then that's the hard part.
It's really funny that you use that word betrayal.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Instead of just saying, you know what, Sonny, you're right. You're right. It's funny that you use the word betrayal. Destiny, you don't know loyalty if it slapped you in the face. I hate to tell it to you, sis. I hate to tell it to you. The reason why you and Mel are no longer friends is because of betrayal. As I mentioned, Mel is giving her grace and every damn thing in this scene after 2 months before you had her kids on Instagram. After, again, you done showed up with every woman that Martel, you of all people want to talk about betrayal? Girl, bye.
Because you denied that for a very long time.
Oh my
I wasn't your
God.
friend, so I don't feel like I really.
This is why when you
my
give your
God.
apology and then you give me that energy, it means nothing.
But I was really talking to Mel.
I'm addressing what you just said.
What energy did I give you? What you just gave me was real stank, wasn't it?
What, you want her to cry? What you want her to the energy that Sonny gave is Trick, I'm tired of you. That's the energy. Damn, we just talked last night. Here you go again. You cannot expect that woman to not talk about whatever it is her and Moses are now doing. Trying to have kids, buy a house, moving, whatever. They together. I can't. I can't.
It was. Yes, it was. I'm gonna be honest, it was. So, y'all know.
But guess what that was right there, Destiny? Because I don't agree with Mel in that moment. Maybe, well, partially. Because Sonny did have a stank face. But to me, rightfully so. I'm sick of this chick. Nah, we didn't talk about this shit. I'm over it. That's the face that she gave. So yeah, it was a stank face, but she had a reason. Girl.
No, I'm keeping it up. You did respond with a little facial expression, with a little too. It was.
But let me pause. Destiny, that's loyalty. That's loyalty right there that Mel just gave your ass because she just basically took up for you in that moment. We can't say the same. We can't say the same. But let's go. Ooh, child.
It's been moments on this trip this entire time that you've been giving me that same energy. Even now you're giving it to me.
But I think it go both ways.
Give me a moment to speak, Shanita.
Ooh, child. It took everything in a Dr. Shanita Foster probably not to just zap out. Who you think you talking to? Number one, who you think you're talking to? Look at Shanita's face. Like, wait a minute, what? Baby, let me go ahead and finish this for you guys.
I mean, I understand you have a perspective and an outlook on the outside, but this me and her right now. So I didn't betray you. I didn't sleep with your man. I didn't do any of those things to you.
I slept with your ex, not your man at the time. Let's be clear.
It's very clear. And that's another thing.
Okay.
Just own it.
Oh my God.
I sincerely apologized to you last night. And I left it there. I didn't say anything to you at all since then. I've been nothing but cordial in this space.
You can't expect for me to be on this trip and be kumbaya because it ain't.
Well, why come? Why come? If you wasn't going to come on this trip to be kumbaya, why bring your negative ass on the trip? Why make everybody else miserable? Misery loves company. And that's what, if Destiny got her way, and she did in this last damn scene, she got company. This is ridiculous. It really is.
I didn't say you had to be. I did what I needed to do, and I apologize to you. Now, whether you receive that in time or not,
because it's too late.
okay,
Oh my
that's fine.
So yeah,
That's fine.
we can do that
Destiny.
conversation.
That's fine.
Okay, there we go. It's done. So there we go.
Great.
So Sonny apologizes to Destiny, I want to say several times. I want to say at one point she was being sincere. At one point she's not being sincere. I really do not know where Sonny and Destiny stand at this.
Nell Fletcher, stop flip-flopping. Sonny apologized. End of story. Can't nobody say if she was sincere or not, but Sonny. But she was woman enough to do that when Destiny pulled her to the side the night before or the day before that or every damn day that they was on there. Stand on it. But see, Nell Fletcher know that she hurt Destiny's feelings by asking Sonny if her and Moses was going to have kids or whatever the case may be. So now she's sucking up. Nell, you got to stop that. It's so obvious. You got to stop that.
Point. Honestly, I really don't think neither one of them give a damn.
This is a trip with just the ladies, and I feel like we have been able to.
Okay. So that's on that. And I'll get into a little bit more of Destiny at the end of this, but no ma'am. No ma'am. Destiny's goal is, again, she wants everybody to hate Mel. Don't tell her this was a nice place. Don't tell her this was a nice trip. Don't tell her those excursions was nice. Don't tell her the dinner was nice. You know, girl, We talking grown women. Grown women. And if Destiny knew that she wasn't cut out for any type of resolution when it comes to Sonny and Moses and all of that, then yeah, you shouldn't have come on this show. Because I'm going to stand on this. Destiny, Sonny, or Moses wouldn't be on this damn show without each other. That's just it. That's all. But you couldn't have gotten that from me. Especially if I'm talking about I got Big D.E. Big D.E. don't give a damn. Especially in front of the woman that then married your ex. Girl. And Sonny made it clear. That was your ex when I got with him. Even though I still don't rock with that. That was your ex. Destiny didn't deny it. So if you wanted Moses, maybe you should have been there for his birthday party that he had a problem with. Maybe you should have kept flying yourself in every other week if you wanted him. But this is absolutely too much. And unfortunately, it's going to continue when it comes to this doggone second half of this season. Next up, child, is Trish and Ken. Let me make sure I'm going in the right direction. Before I do that, though, let me see what you guys are saying. It was epic. It was. Kathy, thank you so much. Thank you, Kathy, for the super chat. I appreciate you. And Philly Girl for life. Small world, Philly Girl for life. For those of you that's watching, me and Philly Girl was in the same damn place last weekend for 2 damn days and didn't even know it. I got pictures of her, posted it last night and everything. Didn't know it was her. She didn't know it was me. But anyway, thank you, Philly Girl for life. You said Destiny couldn't afford to leave early. She desperately needs that own check. Baby, look, I would have gave her, how much they paying you? According to winter shit, it's only about $2,500, $2,000 an episode. I would have paid her ass. I would have bought your flight. Go ahead on somewhere with this, please. Please. You know what I'm saying? She just reminds me of, let's say you wake up in the morning, you want to go down and make you some coffee, and you see her staring off in space and shit. Just mad. No. Can't do it. But thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Money, 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 money. On my screen, but I hear it on my phone. Thank you, ladies, so much. Let's go ahead and get into this next scene, which is Trish and Ken. And Trish, I caught what your ass said. You got a lot of damn nerves. Well, we're gonna get into it.
I ain't like how
Hold on, guys. Because I hope you guys caught it. But if not, let me go back and then I'm gonna come back to this.
this is a trip with just the ladies, and I feel like we.
All right, here we go.
I ain't like how Sonny was trying to compare our situation to her and Moses' situation. So in a nutshell, it's wrong for her to talk to somebody if she married.
Yeah. You're still married under the oath of God.
She's on the rocks at that glass house. It's different.
It is.
It's not different. You still married. Still. But let's continue.
Oh God, it's very different.
It's not different. How does our situation compare to theirs? Like, what is this?
Now, child, let me say, Aunt Debbie said Ken got on a whole toupee. Hey, Aunt Debbie, speaking of you, I was talking about what you said last night, child. Is this one of them Steve Harvey units? Y'all let me know in the chat. Let's go.
Same, like
that's what I was trying to
ours is
tell her.
nothing like the same.
Sonny had all these people on her side. Shanita kept trying to chime in.
Who is Shanita? Like who?
To me, I don't know. I guess she was Melly's puppet.
No, you not sitting there calling somebody a puppet, child. Trish, you came on here being Stormy's puppet, Destiny's puppet, and you got the nerve to call Shanita. You know, it's just, let me stop. Trish hasn't been here long enough. So even if, let's say, Tisha and Shanita had their little mishap and got into it and had words, whatever, Tisha been here from day one. Let's say Kimmy had an issue or whatever. You just got here. You just got here. Let's continue, child.
You don't really know neither one of our situations to be giving your opinion. But she's over here saying that how you gonna throw rocks at a glass house when when y'all situation, your situation. But
I ain't step on nobody's toes.
I didn't either. I didn't step on nobody's toes, sweetheart. No, we knew we weren't going back, and it was.
Yeah, y'all knew y'all wasn't going back when his woman busted him at your damn house and put him out allegedly. Yeah. Yeah. He knew he wasn't going back there. Well, she knew. But let's continue, child.
So far between our separation to when you came along,
100%.
It's like Sonny did the ultimate betrayal.
You know how many couples separate while they're married and move on to other relationships before they actually get divorced? I think that's probably a good bit of couples in this.
Did it.
Did y'all hear that? So Ken, sad dude Ken, baked beans, child, a whole sad, sitting there talking about, and Ken, you didn't got too comfortable in that space, sir. You're talking about, you know how many people that's just separated and they get together. You came out and said that you've done that before. Whole sad dude. But Trish just had the nerve to say Melody did it too. Yeah, Melody did it. How you know so much about Mel? We know you were in the marital home over there doing. Oh, child, I can't say that. Oh, I can't say what I was about to say. That is Patreon worthy. Over there doing exercises, laying down with Martel, working out. That's a better way. Why are you giving coleslaw energy? You giving coleslaw energy. Why you concerned with Mel? And like somebody in the chat just said, she ain't say none of this over there at that trip. You ain't say that. It's the audacity for me.
Everybody knows somebody who's done it. So I don't understand why it's such a big deal.
Because they're married. That's why it's a big deal. And if Trish cared for you, Ken, it wouldn't be 5 years later and she would still be married. If Trish really, really loved you, Ken, she would have been got a divorce. You would be married to her. You're comfortable being a side dude. And I'll go ahead and say this, and we'll get to it. When Marquez presented her with those papers, Trish was shook. And we gonna watch that. She was shook. Ken, you just seem to just don't care. Because in your mind, you just a man. You just a man and you're irresistible. And people can resist you. Trish can. That's why she's still married 5 years later. Let's continue.
Here's my thing with that. Afterwards, we get to this dinner, beautiful dinner, and Tisha goes and says,
Girl, bye.
Well, Trish, I heard you went to Martel's house
a couple times.
He said, y'all, you've been over there a couple times. I did want to address that situation. I just didn't want to address it there. Yeah, I didn't want to put that.
Look how understanding he is at that moment. You didn't even know, you big goof. You didn't even know. She didn't even tell you this in advance. You found out during filming. Look at it. That is the professional sad dude. Who just put that in the chat? Basham said Ken is the proudest sad chick I've ever seen. He's worse than coleslaw. He just is proud child. Look how understanding he is. That, yeah, you went to his house a couple times. And I found out on the show. Blinders.
Out there before it got a little weird with Melody. I wanted to come and tell her face to face and tell her no, there was nothing between me and Martel. There was nothing going to be between me and Martel. I was separated. Y'all was
I don't want to hear no more, but for real, because it's really starting to get annoying.
Yeah,
because
that is.
They trying to make it look like you was cheating on your husband. They trying to make it seem like I'm, the number one side piece.
You are. You are. That's why he just hesitated. You are the number one side piece. She had no business being over at Mel and Martel's marital home, and she was married. And she didn't go over there to work them out. Like Tisha said, and we're going to get to that, when she offered to train Tisha, she told Tisha to meet her at the gym. But she going over to Martel. Martel said she was facially challenged. She wasn't bad enough for him to hit. But make no mistakes about it, and I think he still hit. He was letting it be known, if I wanted to, I had. But understanding sad dude Ken, child, he okay with that. You let that man disrespect your woman in your face. Let's continue.
And it's just
crazy.
It's crazy. It's annoying. You know, I was with the guys, and you know that was one of the topics that came up. Martel situation, and I'm like, dude, first of all, it happened before me. The only issue I ever had and will ever have is the communication between you and I. If something happens or something did happen, you know, you let me know. But I feel like me and him gonna have to have a conversation about it, because I feel like he kind of played into it and made it seem like it was more when else.
Yo, girl made it seem like it was more when she didn't tell your ass that up front. Ken must have forgotten that we saw when you found out, Ken. She was lying. And like I told you guys in the Let Loose Lounge last night, Trish gave it away that it was more between her and Martel, with how upset she got when Martel act like he didn't know her ass. That is a woman that, dude, man, you did some shit, and you gonna sit up in my face and say, nice to meet you? You didn't met me? Again, laying down, working out. You didn't met me. So, Ken, I don't know what's up with you, buddy. You know, you try to act like you this man with this, big ego, and nothing phases you. It's about time for you to and I don't want them to break up. If they like it, I love it. But it's time for you to pay attention to some signs. Maybe if you had your own woman and somebody that wasn't married and that was in your past, maybe if it was just a real girlfriend, boyfriend situation, you would be able to pick up on some things. He missing every damn thing. Irene, a big old simp. I'm sorry.
As a man, if I ain't never been with a woman, I ain't gonna try to make it seem like I have. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's like my
You just said it your damn self. And Martel is really not a good liar. Martel hit that.
it's lying on you. You know, it's just a man thing. It's like, hey, bro, like, that's my woman. I get it, even if it was before me, but you're not gonna try to make my woman look like something she's not. And oh, she got a man, she's still married. Oh, and now she's supposedly into this married man.
Look at her. Mm-hmm. It's the truth. Oh, girl.
It's trying to, that picture is painted as if you like a
Cheers. I'm sorry. Thank you for saying it, Ken. He called her a thought. He called her a thought. And sir, words like that don't even come out your mouth if you wasn't feeling that way as well. Your girl lied to you. She didn't tell you the truth. 1 + 1 = 2. Add it up. Please. Oh my God.
oh, like, yeah, I ain't gonna hear that. I'm definitely willing to have this conversation with Martel, whether it be uncomfortable or not. You know, I'm all about protecting the image of my girl, making sure that there ain't no crazy wrong.
No, you're not. Because if you was about protecting your girl when that man said she wasn't bad enough, she didn't look like she did then and all of that, you would have checked him right there. Don't nobody want to hear that, Ken. Don't nobody want to hear that. You did not protect her. And you weren't this knight in shining armor like you're trying to portray yourself to be. That man called your girl ugly to your damn face. I'm not buying it.
Was going around about her. I personally think that y'all need to have a conversation. Because there need to be some clarification in the whole situation with you and Martel. We got to get on the same page. Like, everybody been coming for us, and it's starting to get to me. So until that divorce get final, people just gonna, oh, well, she don't want to be divorced,
Look at her face. She don't. Because she know Marquez gonna tear them pockets up. If anybody got a clear case of adultery, it is Marquez. She just put her head down when he said divorce. Something, and we're going to hear Kimmy talk about this, something has held Trish back from Mary and Ken for 5 damn years. And he just ignores all the signs. All the signs.
We just gotta make our relationship known that this is forever. I think it's about time to have that sit down with Marquez. Like,
And I think we all need to be there.
I want Marquez to actually know what type of guy I am. Because I do feel like as the father of your children, we should have like a mutual respect. Because you know me, I'm big on respect. I do not like being disrespected.
Ken is a whole actor. Ken is a whole actor. Now, before I finish, it's only a couple more seconds left. Don't nobody find this weird? That they have been together for 5 years and he and Marquez has never really had a conversation. He just said he wants Marquez to know what type of guy that he is. He should have been known that because you are living in the house with his kids, a daughter. And the words that he said, I'm not going to put anything on this man, but I didn't get and still don't get, yeah, we be affectionate. What? We'll get to that. But that's weird to me. I don't know about to you guys. Trish, you have failed as a mom and a still married woman. Because there's no way in the world. And that's why I know that it was fear. That's why I know that it was threats. That's why I know that Ken and Trish putting on an act in front of these cameras, because there's no way in the world 5 years later Marquez should know what type of man. He know what type of man you are. The man that was putting them chocolate emojis on his wife's page when he was still with her and married. He know. He know. The man that did not demand that she get a divorce earlier. He know what type of man you are.
I'm not going to continue to be disrespected and turn the other cheek. You know, when I got with you, it's a package deal. I signed up for you, the kids, and everything else that come with it.
He's selling himself, ladies. This boy good. He's selling himself. Package deal. But yeah, I'm going to lay up here with your mama. She's still married to your daddy, though. But I love the kids. Get on up out of here.
And I plan on marrying you, you know, once y'all handle y'all situation.
Look at her face. No, you know, if a man's sitting there telling you, I plan on marrying you, most women eyes light up, a smile come on their face. Look at her. Look at her after he said that. Wow.
We have to be smarter about this situation. If we want to be married, we got to do the things that we need to do to make him not happy, but, you know, appease his emotions, his feelings. You know what I'm saying?
I think. I guess. Who knows?
Oh Child, that's that on that. She does Girlfriend Chronicles. And we're gonna get to Kimmy and Maurice next because they're gonna speak on that. But something has held her back. And Ken, we know, again, you think you are God's gift to every woman that's walking this planet. Okay, we get it. But obviously you're not. You are missing. Thank you. I am Queen Tori. I am Queen Tori says, who's gonna tell them? Somebody should have been told them. Somebody should have been told them. So Ken let it be known that he wanted to be on TV. And you know, Trish really didn't want to be on TV. And again, to me, he's selling himself, overselling himself. Because your girl didn't open herself up to being your wife years ago. Years ago. It took me 6 months to get divorced. From the time I filed, well, maybe 7, 8, somewhere around there, until it was finalized. It don't take all of that. It don't. So anyway, child, I'll go back through some of these comments. We already 49 minutes in, and we only on the second scene. So I'm going to continue, but let me go ahead and acknowledge Doris. Doris, thank you so very much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. And you know, I love to hear you say you didn't put the on purpose. But Doris said love, peace, prayers, blessing, and positive vibes. And normally she says on purpose. Thank you so much, Doris. Thank you so much. All right, guys, let's go. Next scene is Kimmy and Maurice child. Kimmy says she don't like being away from her man at all. Oh, sorry. Next up is Marceau and Tisha. Oh, I hope they didn't skip Kimmy and Maurice, but if not, I'll give you guys the gist. Let's go ahead and look at this. Please hit the like button for me. Thank you guys for joining me.
On that trip, like even the first night at dinner, Mel's friend Shanita, I call her the bodyguard because she just kept like, I'm your real friend. I'm Mel's real friend. And it was like, you guys are fake. And she called me the ops. You gotta watch. She told me, you need to watch her.
Because she's the ops.
That's what she said. It was just weird because I told her very first dinner night, I was like, you don't know her. So I don't think you should. I'm not an ops. Like, I don't have a problem with Mel. We're in a good space. Like, we don't even have any issues. We don't even know outside people coming in trying to make us have a problem because we really don't have a problem.
But I think I've seen her before.
What's she see her at?
Is she kind of tall?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Yeah, Tisha.
Did she say look like a guy? Now, Tisha, this is what tripped me out. You guys saying a whole lot when you back home, child. You sure didn't tell her that to her face. Tisha just said that Shanita looked like a guy. Wow. So disrespectful.
Don't leave her alone. I know it's Mel's friend, so I know one thing for certain.
What?
She won't be here next year.
Now, how you know, Marceau? And this is what I mean when I say Mel could be shady and do everything. Everything. Because we know where you got that from, Marceau. You guys have let Martel Hope pound it in you all's head. She can't keep no friends. She can't keep no friends. And in reality, are you guys really friends that she would want to keep after all the shade and shit that's been done? Seriously. The damn name of your company is Scopes, which included the Holtz. And this is what you guys have given damn near from the first episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. But let's continue. Shady.
Why you say that?
I can't remember a friend that was hers. That still hurts. Some people.
Well, we just so happen to see her birthday party filled with her friends. Let's don't get it twisted. You guys are co-workers. Now, maybe at one point before the show and all of that, all of you guys considered yourselves friends. Y'all co-workers. But why are you guys so concerned with who is still a friend of Mel? We don't hear Mel talking about who Tisha's friends are, or Kimmy, and where y'all friends? Tisha, Kimmy, your friend. Kimmy, Tisha, your friend. Where are you all's friends? Where?
In your life for a reason and somewhere for a season. And Mel has always been low on reasons.
Even the family members ain't safe.
That part I didn't understand. You guys put that in the chat. Tisha said even the family members aren't safe. Who is Tisha talking about? That's Mel's family that's not safe. Put it in the chat for me. Because we tried figuring it out last night. You know, family members is Marcus, her brother, her mama, Miss Van. You know, the cousin's been on the show a couple episodes. And I didn't understand that. And Tisha, I think you just pulled that out your behind, child. But let's continue. Just, oh my goodness.
Did I tell you that Trish got handed to a little bit on the trip? Somehow Martel told Stormy that Trish came to his house and Trish was like, no, but then she turned around and she was like, well, I did go to his house because I was going to train him. And so we was like, what? But then she got mad and she ended up leaving the trip early.
It's funny that you mentioned Trish going over Martell's because all the guys we were talking
talking about it, and well, Trish came over Martel house. Right. He said, I think he said a couple times.
A couple of times.
He slid in her DMs, invited her to the crib. She came by, and they ended up watching a movie.
I don't hear nothing about the movie now.
The story makes no sense. Like somebody needs to teach all of them how to lie. If you're training somebody.
Well, you can definitely do that, Marceau. You can definitely teach them a lot, child. Rob, I think I may have mentioned that last night in the Let Loose Lounge about Alonda, but Alonda was Martel's family, really. So yeah, we divorced. That ain't my family no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's a reason why Alonda, speaking of, you know what I'm saying, is not around anymore. Thanks to who? The Scotts. Marceau, especially, in my opinion. I'm going to continue to play this, but this comment here says, and we talked about this last night, do the Scotts ever talk about anything going on in their life or just Martel and Melody? This person over on Instagram is Talk to Me Nice. That's their name. They've been able to collect the paycheck for 9 seasons. Doing what? Talking about Mel and Martel. But no, they don't have to talk about what's going on with them. Let's continue.
You don't come over their house and they don't have a gym. When you ask her to train you, where'd you guys go for training?
Gym.
Okay.
Maybe she's not into me like that. Trish and Martel's story is definitely not adding up because I don't know how you go from there to train you to we sitting down watching a movie. It doesn't sound right. And anytime there's any information that's missing, I feel like there's a lie somewhere in between. But it was good. Even Mel and Destiny, like they had a whole come to Jesus moment.
No, they didn't, child.
They got
they're in a better place now.
They did some pretty foul stuff to each other.
Yeah, it was a lot going on between them two. When Mel came out saying that, Destiny maybe sleeping with Marcel. That's a whole bunch of stuff.
She said Destiny maybe sleeping with Martel.
She didn't directly say.
Pay attention to this. Pay attention. But Marcel, I don't know what the foul stuff they did to each other. You know so much. Let us know. Because I promise you, I'm not just being on Mel's side. What foul stuff did Mel do to Destiny? Please let me know. But pay attention to what Marceau has to say. I agree with him on this.
Yeah, but it was like
Martel been insinuating that too.
Between Destiny?
Martel makes jokes about that.
What did he say?
He says stuff like Law looks like him and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. I can see where if Martel constantly make it seem like him and Destiny slept together, I can see why Mel would kind of think that. Martel has a way of saying stuff over and over and over and over and playing.
And that's what I think is a lot of information within that relationship that I just don't know about.
What relationship?
With Destiny and Mel. Even when they was at dinner, Destiny made a statement that was like, you try to go talk to a girl and tell her how to be a respectful cheater or how to.
Okay, I'm gonna pause right there just so I won't forget. But he's right when he said that Martel, and this is where Destiny's stupid, but Destiny is a clingy, needy type of person, because if Martel would have disrespected me as his friend in that manner, friendship over. And we know if Mel had said, if the shoe was on the other foot, she would have, oh my gosh, she'd still be talking about it. But she let Martel say that Law looked like him. So I was glad that Marceau mentioned that. I agree with him on that, as well as what he has to say right now.
To cheat respectfully.
Mel and Martel have not been the best of friends, but do I think that happened? No. Not on the surface, no.
You don't think Mel was trying to teach how to respectfully cheat?
I don't think there's ever been a wife.
Right.
And Tisha, you should have said that to Destiny. So for you to sit here and tell Marceau that don't even sound right, guess what? You should have said that to Destiny when she said it. It is the non-reality of these reality TV folks. Don't wait and say it to your husband. And that's what I mean. A lot of them have these alliances with each other when they know that the other is wrong. They're not going to say anything if it is in Mel's favor, but now you're going to say something. Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. So no,
Right.
I think that when stories don't add up, you don't got enough information.
Listen, we all know what happened in the past between Mel and Martel. So yeah, the girl is not for sharing her man. However, Martel is the type of guy, he would love to have Mel and fighting over him. Like, for what though? Who wants to fight over him? I think it's an honor. He got two girls fighting over him.
No.
Yeah.
He don't got. And Mel getting her ducks in a row and finding out if this Negro lying or not and all of that. That's not fighting over. She ain't fighting or wasn't fighting over her husband. Ariane been fighting for her life ever since. Ever since. But again, you guys are sitting here having these conversations about people, and again, what's going on with you all? Please let us know.
Yes. He probably like, I'm the man.
You think that's how guys feel?
Yes. Y'all like when the girls, because when girls be fighting over y'all be like this.
Oh man.
Yes, y'all do that.
He did say, "Oh man."
Did he say that? Look at me, I be knowing.
He said it. He said it. Now he did. He said, "I'm the man. I got two women fighting over me."
Shut
Okay.
up.
So anyway, kudos to Marceau partially. Okay. Partially for breaking it down. I guess he had to break it down for Tisha. Ooh, Yvette, I wasn't gonna call her a dingbat, but the way I'm over here moving my fingers, he gotta break it down for Tisha when it comes to the respectful cheating and all of that, and then break it down as far as what Martel has said about his girl Destiny. Yeah, Mel is not crazy about saying what she said. Ain't no telling what Martel told her. That's the thing. Just what Tisha said, I'll give it that part. Martel thought he was the man, but the man don't end up finding himself divorced. So, are we going to continue, child? This show. Let's go on. And, oh no. Okay, let me get out of this real quick. All right, so the reason why, they got it out of order. No, that's not. This is the preview. Hold on, guys. Let me see something.
Next.
Okay. So they don't have Kimmy and Maurice, which should tell Kimmy and Maurice something, child. They don't even have a clip of their conversation over here. But Kimmy was just telling Maurice how, she just really wanted to get home and, she's not down for the girls' trip. And Maurice looked drained. He's like, well, you should be able. He wants some air, Kimmy. He wants some air. Kimmy and Maurice also spoke about her and Nell Fletcher's blow up. Kimmy and Nell Fletcher's around the same age. That is what it is. We know that Nell Fletcher was lit. And Kimmy wasn't backing down. And what else? When you know what you don't want, you know what you want. That's something that Maurice said that I wrote down in my notes. I can't even think of what it is. But Kimmy and Maurice, that should be a sign. They don't even deem you guys important enough to even put a clip up over here for the people. And basically, I just gave everything in 60 seconds or less. So yeah, Maurice wants some breaks, but Kimmy just kept saying, however, I just want to be there with my husband. However, and as I mentioned, I will have commentary on an extended clip of their scene tomorrow on Patreon, because she had a whole lot to say about the mellometers and all of that. So we'll talk about that tomorrow on Patreon. But let's go ahead and get into Ken, Trish, and Marquez. This is the last scene. And a lot of us were saying last night, Ken should have stayed his ass at home. I do think that, because they aren't married. So it's not like Ken and Trish are now married and husband and wife are now meeting with the ex-husband. That's not the case. And Trish should be able to stand on her own and have a conversation with Marquez. But let's take a look. If you guys did not hit the like button, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. Here we go. Oh, child, look at this. Look at Destiny down here. Oh, okay, let me go back. Let's go. Instagram.
What's going on? Going on, man?
I don't know what to think about, like, everything. I guess why we here.
We did have our first real conversation.
Yeah, but it was very vague in my opinion. And there's layers to this. You know what I'm saying? It's a man aspect, and then it's us as a relationship from high school. And I guess I'm here really to figure out like how do we address like the past and then really move past it. I think y'all probably like y'all good, y'all sleeping good, y'all probably ain't thinking about me, but we still married technically.
Gotta pause right there. And I respect Marquez in this moment. A lot of people felt like he was under some type of influence, child, drinks or something. But he did say that there's layers to that needs to be addressed. And I agree. Let's continue.
So it's true. We are technically still married, but we weren't technically married. Like we weren't emotionally connected when Ken and I met. I think his feelings is just hurt. He left and Ken came along and now he's just in his feelings.
Baby, let's just hear it out. You know that's what we came for.
Yeah.
Look at him. Oh, Ken's something else, baby. Right there on that camera. Now, Ken, we done saw a whole different side of you right on Facebook Live. But he said, baby, let's just hear him out. Baby, let's just hear him out. Ken's selling himself to the world, child. He looking for the next lonely married woman. Let's continue.
I'm tired of hearing him out.
Look, let's address that we've had conversations in the past when I was married 3 years prior. I would see you putting emojis under her pictures and she like, that's my homeboy. How you have home? We've been together since we 17, 18 years old, bro. You should say subliminal stuff like I love chocolate. Like then you should say, oh, then you say he got the husband body goals in my dreams.
Yeah.
Trish was bogus, but just in case anybody missed that, Marquez said 3 years before, meaning they were still married. And it's always going to look some type of way if you had been in communication with somebody while you were married and then you ended up with them. So I don't like how they try to paint Marquez like he's just straight crazy. And then for Trish to tell her then husband that Ken had the husband body goals of hers or whatever, that was bogus. It really was.
Me and Trisha was not messing around when y'all were together. We were not.
Did you have sexual text exchange between her at some point?
No, we never really had no intimate, crazy conversations. Most of the we talked about was about fitness. Bro, we together now, and that's all we damn talk about.
But when it comes to women, the emotional connection is way different than the physical. Just because you...
And Marquez is not lying. Ken knew what he was doing. He's the wife slayer. He knew what he was doing, and Trish fell for it.
Weren't together.
That guy was having all kinds of emotional connections, if you want to be honest.
I should have known who was around my... Hold on, let me...
You never even...
You came to the house and you said a man never leaves his family. And I'm going to make sure a man is inside the house. For one, I didn't leave. I got a house around the corner. I was traveling.
You was traveling, but your dad did everything for you.
I didn't leave my children.
Technically, you did. Your dad was there.
So you basically saying that I was an absentee father from the time I had to remove myself from the situation.
No, you removed yourself before he came along. You removed yourself.
But he's been there.
No, that's not. Wait a second. No, because he's not. Wait a second. Okay. Wait a second. You were absent at the first house, Marquez.
You saying that I'm absentee? I'm absentee maybe because
I got to stop you right there, Marquez. It's not no I'm absentee because. So I'm going to go ahead and give that to Trish. She said it with her chest that he was absent at the first house. So you guys remember Marquez came out and said he gave her money to move in the second house. And that's where Ken was creeping in at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? But absentee is absentee. No, sir. And if you cared that much about who potentially was going to be around your kids, then just like Marceau told him before, you shouldn't have left. You shouldn't have left. Or put yourself in a situation where somebody else is going to come in. You know what I mean? Let's continue. Girlfriend Chronicles, he ain't got no kids, child. I know. We gonna get to that.
I'm not even absentee. I haven't seen them because I'm also always getting excuses. It's already got dance. Right now, she's like, nah, I got something going on.
Do that is a load of.
You got it. You missing the point.
Hold on,
I don't know this man.
Hold on. First
do you hug my daughter at night? Do you pray? Hold on. Do you hug my daughter at night, bro? Honestly, do you hug my daughter at night?
Yeah, we definitely show.
You do?
That's weird to me. That's weird. And I put up a quick little video yesterday about this, and I'm sorry I didn't have a chance to read a lot of you guys' comments. Both question and answer was weird to me. Do you hug my daughter? And then, yes, we do show affection. Is that weird to me? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If it's just me. Okay. DeSarah said very weird. That was weird to me. I'm gonna leave it at that. We talked about this in the Let Loose Lounge, but that was weird. But let's continue. Aunt Debbie said the wigs gotta go, child. All of them. I agree, Aunt Debbie.
Okay. Her and my daughter are really good friends.
Ken, we get it. And I don't want to, because I don't know the details of the previous situation, but he said that he was messing around with a married woman. This woman got a daughter, and this man is still calling that daughter. What, you collecting daughters and sons of these married women, and then for the rest of your life, you gonna call them your kids? That's not your child. Now, you were admirable. You know what I'm saying? He didn't adopt that girl. So I don't know. He say they spend a night, so I guess he still got some type of agreement. We don't know if the other daughter, if her dad was ever in her life or still living or whatever the case may be. But yeah, Ken, marry these women, and then, maybe I'll look at this differently. But I don't consider he does. That's his daughter. Let's continue.
They spend the night together, like
exactly. Okay.
Here's the thing.
What you mean? Because this is around my daughter and my son. I cut the umbilical cord short. What do you mean you don't care? So you can erase.
Hey, hold on.
You can erase 10 years.
He does it. You don't have to pull up the same damn thing. Nobody has stopped you. Nobody has said you can't come and see your kids. Never.
All right. Do you guys believe Trish? I do think that, my opinion, there's been a lot of intimidation, which may have, and I'm not trying to give Marquez any excuses. Please believe me. But I do think that there's been some type of intimidation when it comes to Trish and Ken, when it comes to whether Marquez really feels comfortable enough going around to see his kids. The man said Ken pulled a whole pow out on him before. You know what I mean? Ken is 3 times this man's size. And yeah, Ken, you trying to sell this lovey-dovey image on camera on Love and Marriage Huntsville to this audience, but what's going on behind the scenes? Why is it, again, 5 years later, and you guys are just now having this conversation? That's weird. Something has gone down. And I don't know if Marquez is experiencing any type of issues. You know what I mean? We know that he lost his dad and all of that. And yeah, reality has hit him when it comes to him losing Trish. But I don't know if anything else is going on. But Trish came out and said Marquez didn't stick to the script. I'm going to always look at them some type of way, meaning her and Ken. The script was make us look good and you look bad. He didn't stick to that. So let's go ahead and look at this last clip.
When you say you don't know me, we can't get to that point until you ready. You got to understand that I'm not trying to take your place. I'm trying to assist you in making sure these.
Ken, stop. You saying again in front of these cameras, you're not trying to take his place. But again, your social media activity, your stories, I'm the dad, I'm the father, I'm this, I'm that, that's totally different than what you're saying on this screen. Now, I said that Ken needs to open his eyes. Trish, you need to open yours too. You really, really do. Because his actions is something totally different than what he's trying to portray to the world.
Kids get the affection, get the love, the treatment, mentally, physically, financially, all across the board. And if they got both of us, three of us, makes it easy. We split it 3 ways. Like, it's easy then, you know? That's where I've been at with it, bro. Like, I ain't never been on no where I had no beef with you.
Well, why you pull a pow on them, Ken? Why?
And like that, bro. How can I make my household be comfortable, the kids be comfortable with me, and I got beef with you? It don't make sense. It's not gonna work. Xavier and them, Anthony and them, Rashad and all them, they mess with me on the strength because I'm really who I say I am. Like, it's not no fake, no front, no fraud. Like, it's really who I am.
Y'all love this guy to death.
I feel like love and a lot of those words that fall in line with love are action words.
I have to agree with him there. Love is an action word. And unfortunately for Marquez, you know, you're not able to do too much action because you left. You left. Trish didn't leave. Let's continue.
I can tell somebody I love them all day, and my actions show totally different. If you see that I'm doing this type of stuff, that shows you who I am right there. Like, because no man who has ill intentions is gonna be doing all this.
Ain't gonna keep harping on. Like you said, like we gotta figure this out, right? Mm-hmm. And we need to do it ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like my son about to graduate. Mm-hmm. Like I want to
both be there. Yeah, it needs to be a situation we can celebrate together. Yeah, it ain't be no heat, no beef, no nothing. Because I think for me and Trisha, it'll make her, you know, be more at ease, to make the kids be more at ease, and we could just live and nobody worried about if we show up at this function together, is it gonna be a fight? Is it gonna be like, I don't like that, bro.
Now, I will say this. In an ideal world, everything that Ken just said is true. This is how it should be. Again, the problem with this situation is you sitting there talking to this man about his still wife. Whether they've been separated or not, you've made yourself comfortable 5 years. Y'all been together, living together, whatever the case may be. And thank you, KB. Ken did too much talking, which gives controlling vibes to me. Even before this, in the last clip we looked at, he kept trying to get Trish to be quiet. He kept trying to get her to shut up. And you, sir, was the only one that should have shut up in that moment. Probably should have stayed at home. But in an ideal world, what he's saying is true, but it's a whole lot that's gone on. Again, allegedly, the pow-powing and the blow-ups and everything else. This man not crazy. Marquez is not crazy. He know what he's gone through with them.
I don't really like it.
And I'm being honest. I ain't gonna say that it's gonna be easy for me. I'm still working through like letting an emotion go. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't have a woman in my life. You got somebody. You got my beautiful kids. You got another daughter. Like my daughter, obviously, like y'all, that relationship is genuine. Dope. I'm here to fix this. Like, that's why I'm here, straight up. I brought the papers.
Y'all see that big gulp? You see that big gulp? And look at her face. He pulled out the divorce papers. Look at Trish. Is that a happy, oh my God, you finally agreed to this divorce? She took a big gulp. And look at her face. Look how she looking at him. Yes, she was gagged. Sasha Bay. Gagged. Yes, Angela. Almost choked. Ken, you so focused on Marquez, you should have been looking at Trish. Look at that. Does that look like a woman that's been waiting? Oh my God. Yes, I can finally get divorced from this guy and marry this man, this knight in shining armor. No, sir. Look at her face. Let's continue. Look at her.
The paper for you.
She was stuck. Ooh, child, I'm gonna have to play that again. Hold on, guys.
For us to just go ahead and get it, like honestly, to just get it out the way, because that's the only way we're gonna be mature about the situation.
Still, no smile. Baby, I would have been up doing cartwheels. Look at her.
But we just need to get it notarized and signed.
I'm shocked that Marquez brought the divorce papers.
You are shocked.
I can still tell he has no feelings for me.
No, ma'am. You just showed your feelings. Marquez, you did that. You may not know you did. You did that. She was shook. Let's continue.
There, but seeing his family happy with Ken, this could be a little hurtful. And going from high school sweethearts to divorce, it's not easy.
How was everything for us so far?
Yeah, but Ken.
Yeah, let me grab that for you.
Okay. I really have to get going.
Right. I feel it. Like it affect my mental health. I feel it. It's like, God damn. Like I went from like having my kid sleeping next to me to like nothing. And that was a choice that I made. I got it, right? Everything I kind of feared happening as far as like another man coming in, that don't let me sleep good at night, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, you tucking my baby girl in bed and telling my son good night, you know what I'm saying? I feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's on me.
Now, Marquez, it is on you. And no, sir, you should have went home and cried. You should have waited till you got in that car and cried and all of that. I get it. These are his true emotions, but I wouldn't have let Ken have the pleasure of seeing that. Hold on, guys.
That's on me. So
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. And this is just some as black men we hear, oh no, therapy, though. Bro, get that. I've been there, bro. I've been to therapy, and it was the best that I ever did in my life. Bro, it ever get to a point where it get hard, bro. Like I know this sound weird because I'm part of the problem, but bro, you can hit me, bro. I'm like that guy. You can really, like, you can trust me just like your kids trust me, bro.
What an upstanding gentleman.
I'm the type of bro you can call me for anything.
Oh, Lord. When Marquez started to cry, I said, okay, here we go. Here goes the waterworks. I mean, I'm used to it. I'm used to him crying and, pouring out his heart on things, and then just doesn't change.
Okay. All right, man, go get up out of here, man.
That you never saw. All right, I'm gonna mute that a little bit with the music. Oh, Marquez. Whoop, whoop. Marquez. You should not have cried, but I get it. I am not going to, as a woman, discount everything that Trish just said about Marquez, that he, she's probably seen the tears before and heard all of his excuses and all of that. She's still married to him. But as a woman, before she moved on the way that she has, those tears could have been stopped long time ago. And in the eyes of the law, you could have been seen as an honorable woman. An honorable woman gonna go ahead and file them papers. And then guess what? You wouldn't be looked at the way that you are. So it's probably gonna take too long of a time. I really want us, let's just wait for it, guys, and then I'm gonna get to some comments. I do want to get to the part when Marquez pulled them papers out on Trish. And Ken, if you ever see this video, buddy, you better go back and look at that. She did not prepare for that. In 5 years of laying up with you, she was not expecting that. So we're gonna look at that again, and then we done, guys. We're gonna take a quick look after this at the previews for next week. But let me go back to it. Ken doing all the damn talking.
Ain't gonna keep harping around. Like you said, like we gotta figure this out, right? And we need to do it ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son about to graduate. Like I want to
both be there.
Yeah.
I agree, Sharna. Sharna said Ken is too quickly to pursue vulnerable married women with kids. Facts.
Needs to be a situation where we can celebrate together.
Yeah.
It ain't be no heat, no beef, no nothing. Because I think for me and Trisha, it'll make her, you know, be more at ease, to make the kids be more at ease, and we could just live and nobody worried about if we show up at this function together, is it gonna be a fight? Is it gonna be like I don't like that, bro. I don't really like that.
And I'm being honest. I ain't gonna say that it's gonna be easy for me. I'm still working through like letting the emotion go. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't have a woman in my life. You got somebody. You got my beautiful kids. You got another daughter. Like my daughter, obviously, like y'all, that relationship is genuine. Dope. I'm here to fix it. That's why I'm here, straight up. I'm about to take this.
Look at him. Look at him. Look. Watch this gulp. You see that? Baby. Now, it looked like she eating some soup. That ain't no big, hard piece of steak, Trish. Why you gulp so hard? And if looks could unalive, Marquez would have dropped right there at that table. Look at her face. Look.
So I brought the paper for us to just go ahead and get it, like honestly, to just get it out the way, because that's the only way we're gonna be mature about this situation.
That's enough. I just had to see that part again, child. It's right there staring you in your face. Miss YBBG, I totally agree. You cannot fake that reaction that she just had. She's never, I think that Trish enjoys having Marquez suffer. You walked away from this, and I got this dude over here with us, and you lost this. I think she likes the pulling of both men when it comes to her, the attention. But her actions have proved that she didn't want no divorce. And Ken put the pressure on, I think, because they on TV. Because again, it's been 5 years. But let's take a quick look, and then we're going to get to some comments. Let's take a look at the preview for this coming Saturday's episode. Here we go.
Next on Love and Marriage.
Here go. Debbie Downer, child. Debbie Downer. Don't hug like that. That man say Law look like him. But let's take a look.
So listen, how did it go on the girl trip? Melody being there, how did that go? Considering you guys' relationship.
It was super weird.
No. I ain't seen you. I ain't talking to you. You was never me. I can't say nothing about your feelings.
I'm like, is Mel trying to push my button?
Always worry.
That's reverse psychology that Nell Fletcher just tried to use. Nell Fletcher, Mel just letting it be known. Yeah, you done found other folks to hang out with and kick it with. You ain't been by my house or nothing. Nell Fletcher just tried to use reverse psychology. Let's look at Mr. and Mrs. However, child.
About whether or not you're going to always be 100% forthright. I can't help what I don't know.
I don't really know if you can help me.
Maurice got arrested for his DUI recently.
Predicament that I'm in right now, what I've been charged with DUI, it's difficult.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited that Shanita is going to be in another scene. I've enjoyed Shanita on this show. We've heard her say she don't want no parts, none of reality TV anymore. but this is a part of her lane. I know that she's doing bigger and better things, but she is reality TV gold for me. So I wish she'd reconsider, child. I really, really do. But that was the episode, guys. Those of you that did not watch, some of you guys are still blacking out. Those of you that are blacking out, you can black out, but still join us over there at the Let Loose Lounge. As you guys heard in the comments, it was epic. It always is. We have an excellent time. We cut up. We over there drinking and everything. So yeah, make sure again, if you are not a Cutie Crew member, you can join me on Patreon, or you can join the Cutie Crew membership for access for that. But let me see what you guys are talking about. Before I get there, I do have to properly thank Doris. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Oh, it is 10:32 Eastern. Thank you again, Doris. All right, and Crystal, you may not have been here when I thank you, but let me properly thank you for the Cash App earlier today. All right. And you are welcome, Crystal. We have a ball on Patreon. I didn't know that the Let Loose Lounge would turn out the way that it is, but we have a ball. But put your ratings. Those of you that, and I'm gonna scroll up and read some comments. Put your ratings. What do you rate this episode? I don't even know if I said it last night. I wrote down, Aunt Debbie gave it a -1, child. Gigi gave it a -0. Good Bad Apple gave it a 3. Teresa gave it a 4. Sweet Tea gave it a 5. Simply Beautiful gave it a -1 last night. My rating is a 7. My rating is a 7. And the reason why I give it a 7 is because I always say anytime it can spark discussions like we are having currently, like we had yesterday, I got to give them a pretty good rating. Uniboo say a 7 too. Does Sarah say 7? Tasha Bay say 7. Ooh, child, it's a lot of negatives. I see zeros. I see 2. Okay, let's read some comments. Angela said those papers aren't worth anything if they haven't been signed in front of the notary. Yes, Angela. And I don't know if you were in Let Loose Lounge last night. I believe that you were. But we discussed that because Trish signed and gave it back to Marquez. That's not going to work. The both of them have to go to the notary with their IDs and all of that and get it notarized. We do know that since the show filmed, at some point they had to have done that because they are currently going through the procedures. So we shall see, child. Shout out to those that cover the court cases and all of that, because I can't wait to get an update. Cheryl the Pearl said, where's the notary? Let's see. Miss YBBG, I believe I read your comment, but you said Ken shouldn't have even been at that table. This is a convo with Trish and her husband only. She can't show Ken it bothers her. Yeah, well, Ken needs to look at this show, KB. Ken need to look at the show. And Trish, I'm sorry, she's not a good liar. As we mentioned, we knew she was lying about Martel based off of her first interaction with him. Then we know she lied throughout the show to Stormy, Destiny, Ken. And yeah, she couldn't lie about her feelings sitting there at that table. But Ken seems like one of them guys that's hard to get rid of. You know what I mean? I will never forget when Trish sat down with Dr. Heavenly and Carlos, and Dr. Heavenly Child was just trying to make her believe that Ken was this good man. And Dr. Heavenly said something about, well, what if you lose him? What if he don't come back? Trish basically was like, it is what it is. So something. That's another thing that we didn't see. Let me say that real quick. Since they didn't show Kimmy and Maurice, Maurice was spot on in telling Kimmy something ain't right. They still married. And Kimmy did mention maybe there's something that we just don't know about Ken that's caused Trish to not want to be divorced. So they didn't say that. Hey, Yana. I mean, they didn't show that, but that's what they said. Okay. She didn't want a divorce. She wanted to punish Marquez with another man, but never split from him. Oh, Mitzi. Excellent comment. Excellent comment. Yes. Power move, Marquez. I wish Marquez would have let that sit in. I wish he would have let that reaction sit in. And Marquez, I don't know, I probably would have been petty. I probably wouldn't have went to no damn notary. Just to get my get back on Ken. Next time get with somebody that's not married. I probably wouldn't have went. But I agree, sis, power move. Teresa said, in reality, we would have already filed for our divorce. We would not have waited this long unless we wanted to. I agree. I am Queen Tori says she like, dang, I did too much this time. He for real. He for real, child. Melanated Energy said, honestly, I understand why Ken doesn't let Trish talk. It's hard for me to watch any segment when Trish starts mumble talking in circles. Child, I wonder if they want my view or not. That's a good point, Melanated Energy. But Trish and Marquez did enough talking to have gotten married and to be still married. And I just feel like it was inappropriate. And it was a conversation that should have only happened between Trish and Marquez. Anytime we saw a scene with Destiny and Moses solo, and they were just boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever the hell they were, then naturally a still married couple should have had that themselves. And I think that Ken probably demanded to be there. You know, Ken got the muscles and all of that. But Ken knows the reason why Trish ass is not divorced as well. And I think that he probably demanded to be there. Couple more. Trish still have feelings for her husband. Trish knows she has to marry Ken now. Uh-huh. Look, Basham. Now the cameraman couldn't have panned that way if it wasn't nothing to see. They made sure to show her reaction. And yeah, that was a real one. DeSarah said she can't believe it. And now I'm stuck with this dude because now he's going to put a ring on my finger that I don't want. Excellent. Let's see. What's not easy about it when you've already been laying up with a whole sad dude? Make it make sense. Child, what did Martel Ho say? What did old Marty say, child?
We got side chicks, side dudes, side chicks, and side chicks.
Can you hear me now? Okay, this is StreamYard, guys. So I'll start over. That's StreamYard. It's crazy. You guys heard Martel? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me now. StreamYard. That is StreamYard. Okay. So I'll start over. Angela said, what the F is Ken talking about, man? Shut the F up with that you can trust me, bro. And what I said that you guys didn't hear was City Girls. I give City Girls a whole lot of credit. No, sis, it's StreamYard. So when I click my videos, You guys can hear it. I'm looking at my phone, but it don't even come up on my screen, and then it still had it muted somehow. But I see how a lot of women have fallen victim, in my opinion, to Ken. He knows what to say. He gonna shower your kids with love, child. Claim them as your kids, even though he ain't married to the mama. All of that. A lot of city girls can peep game like that, and yeah, that was game. Again, for the sake of TV, because get on up out of here, sis. You know, I took my phone to the shop the other day. Don't bust me out. Don't do that, sis. Don't bust me out, okay? Uh, but Ken did hit his mark when it comes to social media. Even on that clip, there's so many women over there saying, "Oh my God, he's so admirable. Oh my goodness." And if we didn't know, and I'll still say it's admirable for the sake of TV, but it was a whole different Ken based off of his social media activities. What he's put in his stories, taunting this man, posting the daughter. I don't like that. I don't like that. Even if you are actively involved in the daughter, keep that man daughter off your social media page. You know what you're doing over there in that house. But Ken does that to taunt. But yeah, they eating it up, child. They eating it up right over there on Instagram and Twitter and everywhere else. He want control, so he doesn't have to call Trish. He want control. Meaning Ken, Sarah? Let me know. Now, Dr. Nicole, I was going to put your comment up on the screen. I can't put that part up here, but you did mention that in Let Loose Lounge. I'm just going to say Ken is in the midst. Ken in the midst done put his cape on. Now he want to be a counselor. But you know what you put. You know what you put, Dr. Nicole. For YouTube purposes, I got to skip it. I got to skip it. But you know, we chuckled off of that last night. Hey, Z Frenchie, do y'all think Marquez is a broken man? I think his mentals are way off. Z Frenchie, yes. And I do think that he's learned the hard way. And it's a lot of men that, you know, they do just want you sitting back miserable and all of that. So I think that, you know, Trish showed him otherwise. And he even admitted Z Frenchie, that he's going through some things mentally, even in that sit down. Even in that sit down. So good comment. Good comment. Can't, ooh, child, y'all clowning. A lot of y'all need to be in the Let Loose Lounge. Hey, Winter. A Winter Womanland is here. I see you on my phone. Thank you for stopping through, Winter. Dr. Nicole, you're fine. And even though I know that YouTube won't pick up on what you're saying, it's the two words put together. And you know, some subscribers may feel some type of way. But you're fine. You're fine. Hey, Winner, again. Okay, let's get some more. Let's see. Trish value just dropped when she got presented those divorce papers. Felicia, oh, she was shook. Do you hear me? And I wish that Marquez would have savored that moment, and that would have made me move differently. Y'all making me suffer. Guess what? I'm just gonna stay married. I'm gonna stay married. Aunt Debbie, I agree. I'm looking at my phone. Let me get down to the bottom. Where is Winter's comment? Hold on, Aunt Debbie. Here is Winter. If you guys are not following Winter Womanland, make sure to do so. Winter, I have you video saved, I think about a course or something that you're offering. I've been under the weather, but I'm gonna check that out. But shout out to Winter Womanland. And Aunt Debbie said something is just not right. Something just ain't right about Kenya. Mm-hmm. You know, again, for me, it's a clear sign because everybody got flaws. Everybody got issues. Ken has only showed us and told us everything positive. Everything. And that's a red flag. That's a red flag. You know what I mean? He's this wonderful man. He loves the kids. He still got the other daughter in his life. He's doing this financial, spiritual, mentally, physically, all of this stuff. He sells himself. That's what's not right, Aunt Debbie. He sells himself. He does. Ken knows now. That's why he left. Left where? I am Queen Tori. Ken ain't left the house, have you? All three of them appear to be a few Ooh, winner. Ooh, child. All three of them appear to be a few sandwiches short of a picnic. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah. I agree. I'm married, not a black flag. You say forget red. Hold on, guys. I got a cough. Look, red, black, anything but green. Wave the white flag, child. Red, black, but the green is gold. No, he's too perfect. He's too perfect, And I'm not buying it. DeSara said I could see through a ninja like Ken. Mm-hmm. Ken still seeing the daughter's mother. You think so? Oh my God, Winter, facts. He sounds like a used car salesman panhandling himself to single moms. Married women, winner. You don't trust it. The man said that his ex was married with kids. That's my problem. What is it in you, Ken, that don't make you pump the brakes with these married women? He want to come in and play Captain Saver. And Trish, in Winner's words, being a few sandwiches short, child, whatever Winner said up there, she fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Hook, line, and sinker. And then they shared their passion when it comes to the gym and all of that. That's all Trish worried about. Let me say this. And then we're going to have to get out of here because we almost at 2 hours. I don't like how Ken displays actual dancing even when it comes to Trish. Ken got on his whole Instagram page. Let me see if he ain't blocked me, child, over here. Hold on, guys. This was so inappropriate to me because to me, he trying to put on a show for the people, even when it comes to his woman. Hold on. Okay. And I believe it was on Instagram. Dog it. It's on Facebook. It's on Facebook. But there is a video of Ken and Trish dancing. And Ken is palming her behind. And she's gyrating all on him, child. All in between his legs and all of that. In public. And it wasn't, because couples can dance like they want to dance and all of that. It's the look that he had on his face, and it's like he was looking at other people looking at them. Maybe they into that. I just felt like again with her being a woman, and you love the kids and all of that, you shouldn't want to display her like that to the world. Okay, you saw it, Angela. Okay, I'll have it for the cutie crew too. We'll look at it this week in members only. Big red flag, and that wasn't the first one. It was another video. I believe they could have been at Black, and it was the same thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I didn't like that, and there's nothing wrong with again couples doing what they want to do. But to me, he just showing Trish off. Showing her off. A couple more guys. My cough is coming back. I had to stop sipping this hottie toddy because I would have turned this into a whole let loose lounge if I would have kept sipping. But I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna read a couple more comments. I'm gonna get to a couple super chats. But I appreciate you guys. If you have not hit the like button. Please go ahead and hit the like button for me. And I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to add you all's names into my banner. But what I will do, let me write this down real quick. Kathy, Philly Girl, Doris, hold on, Pat, and 2, and Nina. Okay. What I will do, what I plan on doing is I'm gonna have this banner and I'm gonna run it per week. So I'll add you guys the next time I'm live. You guys will see your name. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Pat and 2, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. And Nina cut up last night too, child. You guys don't know what you missing over there. Let me put that link in here. Hold on. Now, for Patreon, throughout this year, if you are a Cutie Crew member, you will continue to have access to Patreon Let Loose Lounge and Patreon Lives. But after the first of the year, Let Loose Lounge and Patreon will be, the Cutie Crew and Patreon is going to be separate content. But you can join the Cutie Crew. You can join the Patreon. We will be letting loose Saturday again, and we'll be over there live most likely Wednesday as well. But let me thank you, Pat and 2. And Nina, you said it's the deflection for me. Trish didn't want her ish to be compared to Sunny, but then tries to compare her ish to Mel. Facts, Nina. Facts. And Nina, I know last night when you hit the link, you said that you didn't watch the episode. But yeah, I didn't like that. Why are you taking digs at Mel? You don't even know her. You don't know her. So you going by what other people told you. You don't know her. And it was bogus. So I agree. Let me properly thank you guys. Money, 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 money. All right. Okay, couple more comments. We had an hour and 52 minutes. This has been excellent. I'm so glad. I was going to wait until tomorrow, but I was off sick last week from work, and I don't know if I'm going to have a power hour or anything tomorrow. So I said, let me come on tonight, and I'm glad that I did. And yeah, she didn't even know what she was talking about when it comes to Mel. You know what I mean? Girl, mind your business. I didn't know that. I missed out. I got chit chat last week. I told her we don't want her to sound. Oh, yes, you did, baby. Ooh, child. Teresa. Yeah, you got me drinking these hottie toddies, child. I cackled. Do you hear me? Thank you, Aunt Debbie. Barbara O says, I don't think Melvin, ooh, child, not baby boy, doing all he's saying he's doing. A lot of jokers be flexing and ain't paying a bill. Look, and Trish, they say, is an engineer making nice money. Ken, what is he, a truck driver? I don't know if he's an owner operator or whatever the case may be, but yeah, he big ups himself too much for me. Now Trish was forced to put up big girl panties on. Yep, we shall see. Marquez, somebody I don't want to say that publicly because I don't want to give that man no ideas. But again, she has shown true adultery. And you're gonna have to pay me for my pain. I'm sorry. Let's see. I do believe Weather Girl and Hotel introduced these 3 to CK. Who is Weather Girl? Pat and 2. Stormy. You know I don't know these nicknames, child. I think you do believe Weather Girl and Hotel introduced these 3 to CK. You gotta be talking about Stormy and Hotel. I wouldn't be shocked, child. That was mild because her situation is equally as messy. Yes. Thank you, Angela. Yep. Dirty Dancing right there, Black. And you guys know, look, people got eyes. So men gon' look. But it's him putting his woman out there like that. See, if you was her husband, you would probably move differently than showcasing her like that in public with other men. You know? Oh, I didn't like that at all. Be careful who you invite into your home. Yes. And speaking of that, I may cover it on my backup channel. I saw a disturbing story. I didn't know about this lady real quickly, and we're gonna get out of here. Shoot. I don't even want to push this because this my echo gonna go off. But it was this girl that's known as Trophy Wife. And she came out with a disturbing video. Her name is Isis. I don't know if that's her name. That's the channel name. But she came out with a disturbing story of this husband that she had been praising. They said that she married the man right away. She was one that would give content on how to secure a good man with money and do this and do that. Anyway, the man was touching 2 of her kids. Isis. It went viral. Yes, Tasha Bay. ISIS. It's disturbing. We may have to cover that on Patreon as well. I was going to cover it on my backup channel, but I may not touch it. But yeah, you got to be careful. Yes, sis, I saw that this morning. Sad. And it's people that's giving commentary on it. That's on my regular YouTube page. That's where she came up on. One daughter is 4. The other daughter is 2, I believe. She also said he did something to her when they first got married. I got questions. I'm going to say I believe her, but I want an update of where he is right now. You know, did they lock him up? She didn't say that in the video that I watched. I would like to know that. Before you came to social media, well, she took the kids to the hospital. Oh, she got 5 kids? Okay. They said that she left another man and got with him. So I'm gonna watch that going to sleep tonight. I'm gonna go back and do some research. We'll talk about it. I got questions though. I got questions. And yes, absolutely, Mary. Boys and girls, you have to be careful. You really, really do. And I'm not gonna go that far as to say anything like that when it comes to Ken, but I understand Marquez's questions. But again, Marquez, sir, you should have valued what you had. That's all I got to say. A lot. Tasha Bay, we got to talk about this. Let me put this on my board for members only this week. Hold on. ISIS. We going to talk about it. I will share her video on Patreon. So Cutie Crew members and Patreon members, you guys make sure before our members only this week that you watch it or look it up and watch it. That way we can have a conversation, something I write. Because to me, she said that man RAPED her 4 times as soon as they got married. Well, why you stay married to him? To the point where this man, and I'm not trying to blame her, to the point where this man has done something to your kids. You know what I mean? So she stayed for money. I'll be talking about that for another hour. So I'm out of here. But I thank you guys again. Shout out to the cutie mods. We got the legend out here on these YouTube streets, period. Aunt Debbie cut up last night. OMG. Everybody was clutching their pearls, child. I was choking everything. Thank you, Aunt Debbie, for being a mod. Cutie mods, you guys know I'll have something for you on my payday, child, my YouTube payday, which is Thursday. Shout out to LaDawn. LaDawn isn't here, but LaDawn and I had a combo. Shout out to my sis, Pink Table Topics. Shout out to Tyra, my cutie mod. Shout out to the legend of the mods, Linda Gamble. Thank you, mods. I appreciate you guys so much. Sis, before I leave, did you say you were going live Tuesday? I know you coming down. If you're sick, let me know. If you still gonna be under the weather, and if so, we'll have members up Tuesday. Members only Tuesday. If not, we'll have it Wednesday. Hey, Simply Beautiful. Oh my God. Simply beautiful. My love and marriage Huntsville historian let loose last night. Not my innocent. Simply beautiful. Child. Simply, I just had to clutch my pearls just from seeing you. Simply cut up. But I'll talk to, I don't know if Pink Diva is still in here, Pink Table Topics. But if you're under the weather, sis, we'll have members only Tuesday. If not, we'll have it Wednesday. I'll find out for sure. You guys check out that story. Check out that story so we can discuss. But good night to all of you cuties. Shout out to the cutie crew. Thank you to each and every one of you. So many of you are long time cutie crew members. We're going to talk about that 2025 trip as well. We'll talk about that this week as well. But thank you guys. Okay, sis, let me know for sure. I won't schedule anything. I can always push members only out until Thursday. Thursday may be better anyway. Matter of fact, it's going to be Thursday. Members only will be Thursday. That way we'll have Friday to chill and then we let loose Saturday. But feel better, sis. I hope you feel better. Take some more medicine. We out of here, guys. Thank you guys again for joining me. We are at 2 hours and 1 minute and 32 seconds. Shout out to you guys. I hope you guys have a great night. Shout out again to the content creators that was in the building. We went to a woman land, Pink Table Topics, Aunt Debbie, any other content creators that I may have missed. Follow me, Black TV. A couple of you guys said last night you want to start channels. And I told you guys I'm going to have something. I would like for those of you that want to start a channel to get some info, some tips and all of that, and try to get it going first of the year. That'll be excellent. I'm going to have a course last week of December or the week before. One of them. I'll let you guys know. Where if you want to get some tips and all of that, real simple and make some money. Okay. Shout out to Philly Girl for life. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you guys again. Thank you, Debbie. I love you. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, and I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat.